Hello everyone, I'm Casper Kuma and welcome to Livber Smoke and Mirrors. The full game is finally out and the dev sent me a Steam key to play the game, so we're gonna do that. It's got a whole bunch of warnings just like last time, but you clicked on the horror game. You don't care. Let's just start. I think this game has multiple endings, but we're only gonna go probably do one of them, because I don't know how long they are. I see her in my dreams, her, and that house on the edge of a cliff. Everything changed after reading that letter. The one bearing her name, my old love, Lilith. 5 years ago, on a darky night, they took her from that house, executed for black alchemy. I was the one who turned her in. But now she's calling me back to the house, wants to bury her breath in my sins, but how? That's what I have to find out. I remember this. Our crazy, maybe dead wife. Or girlfriend, whatever. Act 1, welcome home, my love. Our lover. Far past the Hook Haven, which is woven by the grounded ships of Livber, there's a whirlwind roaring in the east. You don't see it, you don't hear it, yet you know the power it holds, enough to alter all of Gaia. A womb for gales to blow out of, but you come here. You wait standing in the heart of twilight, silently, eyes shut. 5 years later, once again, you stand at the door to this house, a letter clutched in your hand. Let's read the letter. The raindrops fall on the paper, landing with soft patters. You grip the letter tightly with both hands, keeping it from being blown away by the wind. The silvery moonlight, trapped between the clouds, shimmers across the ink spilled from a woman's hand. You read the lines again and again and again. My love. If you're reading these lines, it means that there's something inside your heart that belongs to me. As I've always told you, death is far too ordinary a thing to keep us apart. I will give birth to our creation in our home, beneath the place we once shared. You must be with me, inside me, because our creation cannot be left undone. Turn back, pass through the darkness, complete us. We were always meant to be one, and we still can be, my love. As long as you have the courage, as long as you do not fear, I'm waiting for you in the never-all, Lilith. Could this really be true? Lilith? Is she truly alive? Need to put an end to this nonsense. Lilith is dead. Oh, I'm certain she's dead. She just might not be as, more of like a final dead. She might be a zombie. And yet you fear that she isn't, because what awaits you may be far more dangerous than a corpse calling you to her door. Like what? Like memories. Just like this very moment, standing here in the rain, a memory brought you here, and it keeps you here. Why here? Why would Lilith call me here? It was meant to be. I had to come here. Why here? Where else could it be? This is where the two of you began. That wooden house on the cliff by Livber shore. This is where you first held each other. Your first night, your first love, and your first lies, all buried here. This two-story hovel, raised upon your memories. I guess I can never escape my memories, can I? They always find me in the end. I can still leave, it's not too late for anything. I mean, can't we still leave? What's this eyeball for? Oh, it hides everything. Oh, there's a barcode. What? What's the barcode for? Interesting. Not a barcode, QR code. That's it. But I can still leave, right? I could turn around right now. Yes, but you won't. The trembling letter in your hand is proof of that. Is the narrator like our conscience, or is it like another entity we're talking to, you know? Is it like Slay the Princess? Is it an actual thing? You will see the simple village buried beneath Livber shores. You'll open the door to the shack standing right here, where you stand now. That's it. That's easy. Put the letter in your pocket. Let go of the letter. Do we want to hold this in our pocket? It's kind of creepy. It's got blood on it. I don't know. I'm worried that if we hold on to it, it's gonna be hard to let go of our creepy ex. Our home, waiting on the edge of a cliff in a place that everyone forgot. She used to say that she loved the sounds of waves crashing against the walls. It's just like, this isn't like even a letter from when she was alive, I don't think, you know? Like, it's just a creepy zombie letter. I think we should let go of the letter. You let go of the trembling paper. With a rustle like a distant scream, it sails into the twilight. It rises and falls in the wind that whips your coat. You watch it shrink into the gray dot in the void, and somehow, though you don't quite understand why, you feel as though you lost something that mattered deeply. You must keep moving. You shouldn't stand in the rain any longer. Uh-oh. Maybe I should have held on to that sucker. Oh dear. Let's knock. A cat? A kitty cat? It's Vel. I remember you. Vel, our winged cutie from the sky nation of Atheros, drifting down from its floating isles. I never found out how Lilith came to find her. Just as your hand reaches the door, you hear Yell's voice from beyond the threshold. The winged Bacter Kudai, born from the third clash between light and dark within the cosmic Neverall, tainted life forms range from feral beasts to those capable of forming packs with homins and living in guilds among their own kind. Kudai, domesticated bacterium believed to hail from the Sky Nation due to its unfunctional wings. Okay. Who never truly leaves you and never truly belonged to you. Her white fur glows as if soaked in light, not rain. She spreads her wings and leaps swiftly towards you. Landing at your feet, she shakes the droplets from her coat. Then she sits back on her hind legs, head tilted, amber eyes watching you with curiosity. Meow? Meow? Do you know what's waiting for me in there, my friend? Oh, we got a pet Yell. Mrr. Yell gently brushes her head against your feet. Then she stops before the door. She looks up at it. With a soft stroke, she traces the door frame with her paw. Then she turns her amber eyes to you. Ah, I hope you'll still be here when I return, my friend. Row! The wind falls silent for a moment. You hear the waves of the sea easing in the distance. Far, far away, the flash of a lightning strike blinds you. But its thunder never reaches your ears. The raindrops hang weightless in mid-air. Yell glances at you one last time and spreads her wings. Then leaps into the shadow between the rocks. Your fate embraces you. We're so screwed. I should have definitely kept that letter. We lost our heart or something. I don't trust anything covered in blood. I don't know. The door creaks open, but even you don't know what it is you hope to see, do you? Your guilt has chased you all the way here, and at last your sins have caught you. I'm ready to face my past. No, you wish you were. As you crack the door open, the air brushing against your face is stale and musty. The sweetness of Lilith flowers mixes with the scent of something burned. It pulls you back to that festival day, to the moment you first met Lilith, and then you see her, standing beneath the dim light like she's been torn from the heart of this house. You lose your breath, a chill crawls up your spine and you freeze. It takes you a moment to realize your knees are trembling. Whether from fear or excitement, you can't tell. A whisper slips from your lips. Lilith. She doesn't see you. Probably because she doesn't have any eyeballs. What's this sparkly? I remember this chair, and one of its legs was shorter than the rest. It was made from a piece of shipwreck washed ashore, like everything else around here. The moonlight of the first circad, the sweet stretch when all of Gaia drifts to sleep on Melton, but there's no more sleep for me, not anymore. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be applying any human logic to this game, because I don't think we're really on Earth, you know? I don't know, it's like some sort of mythological story, right? I don't remember where Lilith is from. Greek mythology or something? I don't know. Gaia? I feel like Gaia appears in a lot of different myths. We'll think about it. What did I read? Oh. She doesn't see you, bent slightly over the table trying to light a candle just as you remember her. Lilith. The ghost of your your past. Your greatest lie and sin. Is this really Lilith? Lilith, you're really alive. Is this really Lilith? You stare, stunned, at the woman who stands before you. She should be dead. Her hair no longer shines like it did that festival night. Reddish-brown strands fall over her shoulder like wet strings. Her skin is sallow, a ghost-like paleness. And her eyes, the moment she turns her head and you meet them, another hollow question slips from your lips. How? You remember. I mean, she looks normal here. Maybe? I don't know. The festival night, a warm breeze carries the city's aromas far away. You two slip away from the crowded streets. The early black crimson's glow wraps Lilith's hair like a fiery halo. The noise of celebration fades behind you. Right there, you hand Lilith a bouquet of white, tall flowers. She looks deep into your eyes. She smiles. Tossing her hair back, she asks the same question. She asked me how to? Forget-me-not flower. White, tall flowers. How did you find these? There's nothing I couldn't find for you. They overflowed from my love for you. They're kind of similar, right? Although I don't know if we should say there's nothing I couldn't find for you. I feel like that sets us up for failure later on. They overflowed from my love for you. A beautiful lie, told so well even you believed it yourself. She looks at you as if about to say something. A pained smile touches her lips. The silence hangs between you. You finally come. You're alive? How can this be? 5 years later, how could you write this letter? I mean, didn't I check the letter? You're alive. No, I don't know. I'm still living in denial. 5 years later, how could you write this letter? With my love, of course. With the love I hold for you. Each letter carried my blood. Don't pretend you didn't feel it. You knew. I whispered every word to you before, my love. What I hear now is not what I heard back then. You're wrong. You never told me any of this. What I hear now is not what I heard back then. A pained smile appears on her face. My love for you never ended. But it's good that you're listening now, because I have much to tell you. Tonight, I'll talk about the things left unsaid when you abandoned me to death. Come, sit. She's gonna kill us. When the candle's flame flickers on the table, Lilith's smile widens. It stretches into a grin, baring all her teeth. You think you see something squirming beneath the shadows of her face, but the moment quickly passes. No, I won't sit before you give me an answer. Is this really you? Sit in the chair she gestures to. I don't think she'll really answer us honestly. Let's just sit. Let's be a good boy and just sit. The wooden dining table stands between the two chairs, layered with years of dust and remnants of long-forgotten meals. A candle flickers at its center. Its flame shivers with every touch of wind seeping through the walls. It waits, longing to burn out and unleash what's been waiting in the dark. I thought this place would have collapsed in the ruins after 5 years. It wasn't exactly in great shape even when we lived here. After that night, I was certain I had lost you forever. Let's keep the focus on Lilith. We don't have to make small talk about the condition of the house. After that night, I was certain I had lost you forever. Did you really, truly believe that? That I could leave behind those sketches across dozens of pages, faded, worn, no longer bearing any trace of what they once were, and flee to the never-all, my love? No, we'll do this together, just as I told you. Come, let's eat. I think you'll enjoy it. What is the never-all? The infinite cosmic void that existed before the birth of the universe, from which the forces of light and dark emerged. Interesting. Yes, that's exactly what she had said the night before you left her to die. Maybe this is our fault. Maybe we're not a good person. Maybe we deserve whatever is about to happen. Because even the narrator seems to hate us a little bit. She is not happy. That look in her eye, like something else is writhing behind them. It's her, but not. None of this feels right. That's a very light meal you got there. A larger potato and a smaller potato? I really put in work to make tonight perfect. I wanted certain things to be flawless for our reunion. After you've left me to rot, it's been... She pauses for a moment, looks out the window where the moonlight falls. You thought I should have died. I know you did. After I made you that offer, after I told you that we had become one, our souls, my love. We had to piece our souls together and bind them with that alchemy ritual. You expect me to pay the price for your madness, Lilith? I said no because you had decided to destroy me. I had to make a choice. Maybe I should have said yes to you that night. Perhaps everything was already fractured and I was just ignoring it. I feel like number 2, because I don't know. I feel like we probably play some sort of role in whatever happened to this. Maybe I should have said yes to you that night. Perhaps everything was already fractured and I was just ignoring it. You ignored so much, like my love for you, but you're right about one thing, my love. Everything truly was broken that night. You watched them take me. You betrayed me. You reported me when I spoke of the dark alchemy ritual. When I spoke of the glory that would unite our souls and our crown our love. You watched my blood spill, my screams drown, watched me disappear beneath the black water. And then you simply moved on, ignored my annihilation. So sorry about that. Let's just be quiet. The woman's hand holding the fork trembles. She turns towards you, her face darkening with hatred, fury, and something so dark that even I cannot name. Her skin ripples as if tiny creatures were crawling beneath, but you can't be sure if it's real or just a trick of the flickering candlelight. Then, as suddenly as it appeared, the moment passes. Lilith slowly leans back. I suppose even the gods can't mend what's broken inside you, Lilith. I suppose I owe you this much. Let's go with number 2, because I feel like one's a little mean. It's like, wow, even a god can't fix what happened to this. I suppose I owe you this much. Tonight you'll repay your debt by remembering, confronting, just like me. Love doesn't exist only in happiness. True love, my love, embraces pain as well. Far away, something squirms beneath the green dark waters near the docks. Deep beneath Livber, the place you've called home, something stirs and rises. Not with rage or hatred, but with curiosity that's eerily human for something so inhuman. A curiosity as natural as a child tearing open a toy. And now, from Livber's filth-ridden waters, it rises toward you. Your madness will break both of us, Lilith. It already has, my love. Just like those paintings you love so much. It's not my madness. Oh, no. It's your cowardice. Nothing more than the diseased reflection of faded memories in your mind. Like this place, like me, like you. Go on, eat. Porf meat. What is a porf? A sacred animal in Cardia, known to live in herds. They have long manes and specialized pincers for communication. Strongly driven by a sense of belonging, they bond only with certain homins. When threatened, they secrete a toxic chemical. Is this a metaphor? Are you a porf? Are you gonna secrete some toxic chemicals? Oh dear. Oh dear. I cooked it just the way you like. It wasn't easy, but it melts slowly on the tongue. When the fat coats the roof of your mouth and slips beneath your tongue, you'll taste the herbs. Gods, porf meat? Lilith, you've completely lost it. I never imagined porf meat could be edible. I mean, we already know she's lost it. I never imagined porf meat could be edible. Oh, we ate a pony. Oh no. After the festival where we first met, and that first night when you told me you loved me, we saw a porf, remember? It was magnificent. Its mane was long and beautiful. You remember, don't you, my love? Afterwards, we went to get something to eat. I couldn't stop thinking about it. You were mesmerized by that creature. You kept going on about how beautiful it was, how bright its mane shone, how proud it stood. Did you really think I could tolerate that, my love? Oh, so you've been crazy from the start. Maybe she's always been the yandere. That first night we met, we didn't eat anything, Lilith. I think I remember. Maybe not what we ate, but feeling happy. Perhaps that's why everything afterward hurt so much. I mean, does us eating anything matter? Oh wait, afterwards we went to get something to eat. First night we met, we didn't eat anything. Do we know that? We really don't seem sure that we ate anything, because even the second one's like, I don't remember eating. That first night we met, we didn't eat anything, Lilith. No! She slams her head on the table, leaning forward. Her face contorts with rage, her eyes wide and unblinking, bore into you, burning with intensity. No. That's exactly what we ate. You told me how much you loved me, how we'd never be apart. Do you remember what else you said? I said it didn't matter that you came from a different class. I told you I'd never leave you, no matter what. Well, that's a lie, so maybe we shouldn't say that. I said it didn't matter that you came from a different class. That's what you said, isn't it? I remember how your mother looked at me the first time we met, like I was a disgusting insect or worse, a Bacter. What is that? Born from the third clash between the light and dark within the cosmic Neverall, these tainted life forms range from feral beasts to those capable of forming packs with homins and living in the guilds among their own kind. If I wasn't born a noble in Cardia, I was nothing to her. And you didn't stand by me. That was a sign that you should have just broken up with us right then and there, you know? If you don't stand up for your, like, I don't know, the significant other when you're getting confronted by their parents or whatever, then, or when your parents are confronting your significant other and they're like, yeah, you're not right for my kid, and you aren't standing up for them, then it's a sign that it's just not going to work out, probably, in the long run, I think. I don't know. I mean, maybe it could, but it's going to be a lot tougher. But if they're just letting their, like, mom or whatever berate the other person, it's like, oh yeah, you should just go, because they don't really like you all that much. They're just gonna let you sit there and take it alone. Lilith doesn't take her eyes off you. Every motion she makes to cut the pork meat with her fork shakes her entire body. Her head tilts slightly, the candlelight slipping through her crimson hair. Silky strands swing gently back and forth. Her gaze shifts downwards. You realize she's not slicing the meat on her plate, but pressing the blade into her own forefinger with all her strength, blood mixing with the meat below. Well, that's disgusting. Try to stop her. Lilith, your thumb, what are you doing? Step back. Ooh, let's step back from this one. You take care of that. Should we stop her? I'm worried she'll stab us, but maybe she'll take our concern for her well? Maybe it will help us get on her good side, but I feel like we're past that point. Maybe we should just step back. As you suddenly try to step back, the table leg scrapes against the wood. Your knees slam into the underside of the table. Well, that's embarrassing. What's wrong, my love? You... Lilith's eyes follow your gaze to the porcelain plate in front of her. After a brief pause, she picks up a scrap of paper from the floor and presses it into her bleeding finger. And then, in the blink of an eye, she's suddenly right beside you. Oh, that's not good. Ah, love, my love. If only you knew how happy it makes me to see you worry about me. But it's just a small cut. Don't fret. Did you cut yourself too deeply? How could you be so careless, Lilith? Are you okay? Are you okay? Girl, are you okay? Her vacant eyes blink, then find yours. What did you say? Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's just... I never told you how my mother died, did I? She was addicted to doping. Doping? An alchemical substance that induces happiness but carries a high risk of addiction. Some said she was obsessed, but I never wanted to believe that. I must have been 7 when she had her final episode. Her stash was all empty, so she thought she could drink what remained in her own blood. Oh. When they found her, she drowned herself. Tragic, though I used to think it was funny. But now I understand why she did it. Wait a second, you thought it was funny that your own mother drowned in her own blood? She nods. The candle flickers. Rain lashes against the windows. You listen until the soft patter of every drop echoes in your ears. Lilith's breath mingles with yours. Slowly she circles around you and slips into the darkness. The woman watches you, unblinking. She waits, impatient for you to eat. I can't put up with this madness any longer. Get up, try to eat. Oh, we should go. Let's get up. Let's see what happens. She's gonna stab us. Oh! Do you think you can defy fate? From the beginning, we were destined to be one. Neither you nor anyone else can stop this. Never, never, never. Head to the door. Standing up, your head spins. You steady yourself and move towards the door. Behind you, Lilith gasps. Just as your trembling hands reach the door, Lilith blocks your path, eyes wide with madness, mouth agape. She clutches a knife she used to cut the meat. You instinctively tense up. Well, don't be ridiculous. Get out of my way. You've completely lost your mind. Listen to me. You don't have to do this. I don't think it's a good idea to tell her that she's gone crazy right now. Listen to me. You don't have to do this. You can't leave me. Not before we've finished. You must first rip me from your heart. Can you do that, or must I do it for you? I wish I could have saved you from this pain, Lilith. No, I can't do that. Not for you, not for me. Well, never say never. I wish I could have saved you from this pain, Lilith. Rain pounding against the window intensifies. Lightning briefly illuminates the paintings, fresh and glistening as if it just painted. Your eyes drift towards the pork meat. It subtly moves on the bloodied plate. Ew! I won't let you out of here. Not yet. Not until I've said all I need to say. Look, I'm only here because I want to understand you. Whatever you wrote about in the letter, I came to talk. Fine, let's talk after you put that down. Let's go with number one. That sounds a little nicer. Look, I'm only here because I want to understand you. Whatever you wrote about in that letter, I came to talk. You're kidding, right? We've talked, my love. You already understand. Everything's out in the open now. No more secrets, no more shadows, no more masks. There's only acceptance. You're mine, you belong to me, and I'll tear out the part of you that refuses to accept it. I'll take the very essence from inside your heart for you, my love, for us. On her maddened face, there's a terrifying grin mingled with dread. Veins bulge her forehead, and the whites of her eyes, widened eyes are bloodshot. Her grip tightens on the knife until her knuckles whiten. She steps towards you. Stop. You stop that right now. This is what you truly want. Stop is not gonna do anything, so let's go with if this is what you truly want. Lilith's crazed eyes bulge as if ready to burst from her sockets. Beneath her ragged clothes, her chest heaves violently with each breath, then suddenly, her skin splits apart like parched earth around an ever-blowing whirlwind on a distant island nation. Her cheeks, mouth, hair, the last shred of rational thought screams at you. Run. It's awakening. We should go run. Your feet recoil on an archaic reflex, and you stumble over one of the books scattered on the floor, crashing down. For a brief moment, yellowed pages spilled across the ground from the fallen book. You catch glimpses of your own drawings, a dining table, a woman clutching a knife, but there's no time to focus. Struggling to your knees, you crawl deeper into the house. That's when you remember there's a passage leading from the basement to the cellar door outside. Cellar, I must get to the cellar. Another exit, a window, a back door. Shit, there must be something. I remember this last time. We tried to find another exit and we couldn't, so let's go to the cellar, even though that sounds like a trap. There's nothing left to separate us, my love. From the darkness of the corridor, Lilith's voice emerges, scarcely taking shape in her throat. It carries the strangeness of an extra Gaian creature that seems to have only just learned how to speak. You sprint and finally reach the cellar door. Reach for the door! Gripped by sudden terror, you seize the cellar's cold handle, expecting a hand to clutch your shoulders at any moment as footsteps grow louder down the corridor, but it never comes. As you push the door open, a wave of dampness and nauseating stench of things that should have long been dead hits you in the face. Stepping through the doorway, you slam it shut. As you bolt the door behind you, an abysmal silence and darkness wraps around you. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Here we go. Into the stinky, stinky dankness. We're gonna die. Adae et intelligo, quare ed facium fortasse requiris Cio sed fiere sentio et beatis sum. I don't know what that means. It's fine. Neither do you, I bet. Maybe you do. Probably not. Act 2. Echoes deep within. I'm surprised we made it to Act 2. I thought we were gonna super die. Oh, that's a noise. In the dark, you pause a moment. Your mind strains to grasp what this is. Lilith food creation. The dust and creak of boards mingle with your hurried breath. Beneath your feet, stairs is descending. Where am I? Try to examine your surroundings. The basement. Could I find a way out through the basement? Lilith's creation. It was herself, wasn't it? Gods, what was that thing I saw? No time for freaking out. Let's try to find a way out. Once on the sunlit morning of the first Circad, you saw Yell descend these very basement stairs. You followed after, finding her scratching at a hollow in the corner. When you drew near, you saw it was a hatch opening outwards. Old broken hinges rested. When Lilith saw it, she grew fearful. Could I use this hatch? Do I remember what it looked like? Could I use this hatch? You could try, in the end. Do you have another choice? I could wait here. Do I remember what it looked like? Yes. A hatch made of wood, round, wedged among the stones of the wall, plastered with mud. You hardly noticed it before or after. I could use it to get out, go down the stairs. I don't know what lurks in the basement. I should go back, return to the house. No, we're not going back up. We're gonna die. I mean, we could possibly die this way too, but if it smells like death, then maybe whatever's down there is dead. And like, super dead? Like, not gonna wake up and stab me dead? I could use it to get out. The wooden steps groan beneath your tread. Their cries, like the house itself, are bitter shrieks. From unseen depths rise a heavy moan, the stink of mold and damp. One step, another, you are down. Open the door slightly. Is anybody in here? Please don't answer. You re-rise from the dark. As the basement stairs sink into the abysmal silence, your steps find solid ground. Old memories. You remember the rooms beneath the house that you once shared with Lilith. But like everything else, this place feels unfamiliar now. Lilith. Her dread is still fresh, sharp, and ripe. Crystals growing between the stones and the wall cast a faint pale light. When you lift your head, you see two doors standing tall on the wall ahead. What's this? In this room where everything has decayed and fallen apart, the only thing still standing is this table. There's a portrait on it. It must be one of my drawings. I have to get out of here. At the end of this place, there must be a way, a passage to the cellar hatch outside. There has to be. Look at the doors. Gods, I don't recognize this place. Where am I? Examine surroundings. I feel like these doors are probably not it. Fluoride crystal forced into the wall. This is what buries the room under blue light, but how could a fluoride crystal end up in Livber? I feel like we need to ask some questions. Gods, I don't recognize this place. Where am I? As your eyes adjust to the crystal's pale glow, you survey the chamber. The stone walls drip with dampness, cloaked in moss. When you listen closely, you hear the crash of waves hammering the cliffside beyond. Knowing a world still waits outside grants you a fleeting comfort. Well, that's good. On the wall to your right, two circles are carved, harsh lines slashed between them, refusing union, drawn with hateful strokes. Before the wall where the crystal is embedded, a rotting wooden table leans into decay. On it rests a broken frame coated in dust. On the floor, a melted candle and a blood-stained shredded journal. I feel like we kind of need that picture that we drew. Look at the frame on the table. Ooh. You press on through the torn parchments and shattered wood. The crystal's glow makes your shadow crawl across the walls. A frame lies broken. You lift it. Beneath the dust, you're drawing, the face marred, surrounded by deranged script. Take a closer look. You gotta take a closer look. Uh-oh, Lilith. I always believed you'd be there when I opened my eyes. When I reached out my hands, I believed they'd find you, always. But these fragile bodies of ours, they're in the way, my love. We must be free of them, of everything that keeps us apart. Even you. Oh dear, put the frame right back. We must be free of everything, even you. Even of you, my love, my love, my love. You want to put the frame back where you found it, but it's already too late. You've disturbed something. The air is beginning to grow heavy. Ears start to ring. Well, that's not good. I need to get out of here. I have to find the path to the cellar door fast. I must find out what other madness Lilith gave herself to, no matter what. I do feel like it's important. I don't think we're going to be able to get out of here as easy as I'd like. Let's look at the notebook. Despite the weight pressing on your mind, you get to your feet and move towards the blood-soaked notebook. If we die, then maybe we'll do one more round. Despite the weight pressing on your mind, you get to your feet and move towards the blood-soaked notebook. As you touch it, part of it crumbles in your hand, carefully opening it, and you carefully open it, and it doesn't take you long to recognize Lilith's handwriting among the blood-smeared lines. Only a few sentences remain legible. She's taking shape, becoming what she always meant to be. You, my love, will you finally love what I'm meant to become, or will you abandon me to death again? We'll be complete. With him, we'll be complete. Lilith, what other lunacies have you written in here? Keep examining the notebook. Is this what you call creation? Gods, I can't take this any longer. Drop the notebook. I mean, I feel like we're solidly on the path to death, so it's like, maybe we should get our answers while we can. Keep examining the notebook. You want to keep reading the notebook, but you hear the basement door creak open at the far end of the stairs. Lilith's twisted, heavy breathing now reaches all the way to where you're standing. I need to get out of here. I have to find the path to the cellar door fast. You push aside the book, scattered parchments and broken wood with your foot, and step closer to the doors. The left is an iron door, rusted with the weight of the years. Upon its symbol, old and long since stripped of meaning. The other door is heavy, made of damp wood. It creaks faintly as though breathing. Oh, that sounds not good. We should go for the metal door. I think. This looks like a prison. We're doomed. When you open the iron door, a sour stench of sweat and rot greets you. Fearing Lilith might be following you, you slip inside and shut the door quickly behind you. You look around. Like the room before, this one is shrouded in an eerie halo of blue light cast by the crystal embedded in the wall. The air quivers with anticipation, and then a voice. That's not good. Cracked mirror seems to have burst outward. The mirrors are rare items brought from the Panzerberg. Some believe they carry curses that mark the faces of the Hamans. The table is broken and the chairs have been thrown to the floor. As if after a fierce storm they were left untouched to make an example of something. Who was imprisoned here? I doubt anyone could sleep on this bed, stained by decades of dried blood, pus, and urine. Unusable. That's disgusting. Alright. Clara? Do you remember me? Who are you? Look towards the source of the voice without responding. Let's just look. When you turn towards the voice, you see a young woman standing motionless in the corner of the room, her skin clinging tightly to bone. If not for her eyes, bright and piercing deep into your soul under the pale light, you might have mistaken her for still silhouette of a statue. But then she tilts her head just slightly, and in that moment you see it more clearly. There's something in the woman's eyes, something you once knew, something you once loved. Look closely. Wait a bit. I know you. At last. She made me, remade me, from start to finish. Yes. What? Who did this? Was it Lilith? No, I didn't want this. Lilith. When she said our creation, was she talking about you? You wish it were so. You want this madness to end soon. To see Lilith's strange game come to an end, but no, this isn't the creation Lilith spoke of. This is a personal experiment of hers. What she has in store for you is something very different. Oh, no. Shh, don't say it. If you say her name, she'll come. Oh, dear. The young woman, hearing Lilith's name, presses herself against a wall. She pulls her shoulders tight inward, eyes fixed on the door behind you as she speaks. It had to be good. I mean, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I had to be... yes. What? Oh, you poor little girl. Oh my goodness, you're so young looking. The young woman's face is almost unbearable to look at, as if another face has been stitched over hers. Yet she cannot hide her pain and sorrow. There's a childhood lost deep within. There's something down here, too. Her clothes are torn and covered with stains. She has never taken them off. You seem far too small for her. Oh, poor kid. When she pulls back, the crystal's light shows her more clearly. A scar begins beneath her neck and runs forward past her ears, reaching up to her hair roots. The skin of her face is pulled taut, as if cut apart and stitched back together along those marks. The fingers she wraps around her arms are thin, long, as if filed down, extended, and altered. Oh no, she was building a child. The one before you looks like someone who's been worked on endlessly, reshaped piece by piece since childhood. Oh, that's so unfortunate and sad. No. How could she do this? The young woman looks at you from where she had crouched down by the wall. For a moment, the twisted smile on her face reminds you of Lilith. For you, to create you, and of course, to love you. Lilith, I loved you for who you were. This is Lilith? Are you her? Did Lilith steal your body and soul? I don't want to say your name. Won't you come? Are you her? Lilith, I loved you for who you were. Who are you? Are you her? Did Lilith steal your body and soul? Lilith, I loved you for who you were. Yeah. But Milady told me if I stay pretty, I'd always be loved. That's what she said. She said. The young woman hesitates for a moment. She tries to furrow her brows, but the skin stretched over her face won't let her. But I got pretty, didn't I? Oh, fit to a T. Yeah, yes, fit to a T. You don't need to be sad anymore. What? What? Yes, fit to a T. You don't need to be sad anymore. You're not sure if there's anything else you could say. What words are there for someone curled in the corner, experimented on, reshaped, and tortured for who knows how long? Alright then, alright. Will I see my mom now? Will I see her? Her eyes glaze over as she tilts her head slightly. You can see her body start to tense. And why am I still so cold inside? Do everything I can to help you see your mother again. Whatever it takes to get you out of here. I don't know. I don't know. I feel so bad, but I don't know if we can save her. I feel like we should try, though. I'll do whatever I can to help you see your mother again, but she might be dead. Whatever it takes to get you out of here. You can't even get out of here yourself. You don't know the way, so you have no idea how you'll do that, but in the circumstances, the poor soul standing before you like a shell with a shattered mind, this feels like the only thing you should say. Can you blame yourself for that? Leave? No, can't. Milady, find me. I can't go. I'm here. I'll stay here. I'll wait for you. You'll come. She presses herself even tighter against the wall. You can see the terror in her eyes. Listen, you have to escape. Do you understand me? She's using you. Do you know the way out? There has to be a cellar door leading outside. I need to get you out of here. No, don't approach her. She's scared. Let's try to explain it. Listen, you have to escape. I'm here. I'll stay here. I'll wait for you. You'll come. You can escape. Do you understand me? I'll stay here. You'll come. You'll come back. You'll love me. You'll come. She no longer hears you. Curled up against a wall, hands over ears, this hollow shell just rocks back and forth, murmuring that you'll come back, that one day you'll love her. The chains wrapped around her neck are drawn so tight no force could ever free her from this place. Maybe something in this room that can help me. Examine surroundings. I need to find a way out of this room. Head towards the door. Let's examine. Moisture and moss cover the walls. In the left corner of the room lies a bed, its sheets stained with blood, urine, and pus. Atop it sits a cloth doll. The floor is decayed, scoured and battered, as if someone had dragged things, slammed them down against a wall before you rest a rusted metal table. Its surface scattered with shards of broken mirrors. In front of it, a chair is collapsed. Its legs bent, brown stains coat it so thoroughly you can hardly guess what the original color was. Is the ragdoll yours? Look at the toy. What do you use this table for? I don't think I want to know. Is the ragdoll yours? I'll stay here. You'll come. You'll come back. You'll love me. You'll come. Ugh. Oh, creepy. I don't want that in my pocket. I have a feeling you'll take it, though. The doll is in shambles, stained with black blotches, its eyes long since gouged out. One arm dangles loose, its fabric looks like it's been torn apart and stitched back together again and again in different places. The padding that once gave its head shape has been entirely removed. Patches of mismatched cloth are sewn haphazardly across its body. Lying lifeless on the bed, the ragdoll is a reflection, a crude replica of the woman murmuring to herself by the wall. Maybe this belongs with you. Place the dolls beside the woman, but maybe it's best not to touch this doll. I don't know if I'd want a doll that looks like me and all this mismatchedness. Maybe it's best not to touch the doll. You slowly step back, deciding it's best not to disturb the endless rest of a toy filled with the marks of the past. Unlike the young woman who's been experimented on, this doll seems to have found the peaceful sleep. You think this ragdoll can dream in sleep? As it has endured all this time, the eternal and unending torture of a ruthless evil forced upon her, and is yet to be destroyed and scattered to dust by now, then the answer to that question must be yes. Is there anything on the table pushed against the wall that catches my attention? Without examining the table, head towards the door. Let's look at the table, I guess. You never know. Maybe we can take a piece of glass for defense? Examine the broken mirror shards? Oh. The broken mirror leaning against the wall has nearly ornate, carefully crafted edges, but the glass itself is scattered right down the middle, as if someone tried to break through from the inside. The crushed and bent metal table is unusable. In its lower right corner, dried blood-stained fingerprints remain. Let's examine the broken mirror shards. You step closer to examine the mirror, and dozens of blood-stained shards scattered across the table and floor reflect distorted, warped versions of your face, each one staring back at you with revulsion. It's as if they loathe bearing your visage on the mirror's silvering side. You feel ashamed of being yourself, ashamed of this face. Overwhelmed by fear, you take a step back. This hatred has seeped into every corner. I think I'm seeing everything there is to see here. It's time to move on and find a way out. Oh boy, more doors. One looks old at first glance, its wood dark and brown, fading to gray in places, cracked and mildewed with time. There's no visible handle, only a notch in the frame, worn and smooth, but not by force, but by habit. The other is newer by comparison, but it's not the honest kind of new, more like something rotten, polished up and presented as good as new. Its wood is pale, grainless, unnatural. In the center sits a silver knob. I feel like we have to go with the old door. Right? You slip your hand into the gap and push. The surface isn't warm, but not exactly cold either. Stagnant. Reminds you of the moment a body begins to cool. Remnants of a life lived, then abandoned. Your fingertips catch lightly on the splinters of the wood. As a child, you used to run your hands over the boxes like this while hiding beneath your mother's alchemy table. A life long before your mother's death. And long before you took responsibility for it. Long before... Pry the door open. What horrors! That's not so bad. Painting books, some of them resemble the ones I used to paint. Lilith, she loved when I drew her. She said each of them carried a piece of her soul. Door beyond the arch opens and closes with a wind whose source I cannot understand. It's the only place I go. At first glance, it seems a cold and empty room. On the damp walls, the light seeping through the half-open door glimmers like scattered pearls. The dust, woken from its endless sleep, whirls frantically around you. Then you see them. Paintings and canvases thrown into the corners. Torn, ripped, and shattered. A great hatred has turned every one of them into the wreckage of a massacre. The room opens onto a corridor without a door. The paintings belong to Lilith, aren't they? There must be something else I can find in the room. I don't know. Let's look at the paintings. Do you recognize them? Your own brush strokes, your hand, your colors, faces yellowed, scraped away, left unrecognizable. Every one of them born of you. Of course, how else could they be? The portrait, the face carved out in Dim portrait, perceived without touching pictures. I feel like we have to. I feel like to get to the bottom of this, we have to look at all these paintings we made. Even if they might summon Lilith. Oh dear, we're so screwed. Near the doorway, caught in the light, you lift a portrait from the floor, a woman's face clawed away and finally torn. At her neck once hung the necklace of colored stones you bought Lilith from Cardia. Cardia, where is that? What do you mean? It's an opulent island nation east of Gaia. Where else would it be? I better keep moving. Leaving everything behind feels like the only right choice. Lilith's madness has seeped into every corner of this room. You move slowly towards the door at the end of the corridor. Blood rushes into your ears as you push the slightly open door. This must be where you find the cellar hatch. Pass through the gap. The door opens without resistance. Inside, it's a little brighter. Metal tables are scattered around the room, each layered with dried blood. On the floor, small pools of urine and pus mingle with damp stone, releasing an unbearable stench. In the midst of all the hanging bodies on chains from the ceiling, rotten, hollowed out, left on hooks to be forgotten. What? Who dares disturb my century-long slumber? The voice sounds as if it's scraping its way out of a throat that shouldn't still be alive. Who are you? I'm over here. Come closer. I don't bite. Well, I'm kidding. Of course I bite. But right now, that's not really an option. I'm a bit tied up, you see. I don't know if I want to see this man. Oh, God. Oh, I don't want to be in this room at all. I don't even want to look. I don't want to examine nothing. The thing before you is a body without its lower half. Another of Lilith's experiments. Its arms are chained to the ceiling. A hook driven through its shoulders, its head lolling onto its left shoulder, watches you with curiosity. It doesn't take long to notice that one of the eye sockets is empty. You, how can you talk? What happened to you? How can you talk? I guess it's because I'm the one meant to talk. Others are. He gestures weakly towards other bodies hanging from hooks. The chains clink and rattle with the motion. Not exactly the chatty type, sadly. It's all the babbling's left to me. But I owe my life to this deed. You don't seem all that surprised to see me. No one ever is. So who are you, or were? Who are you, or were? Ah, now that's a good question. I've been asking myself the same thing every night for the last 3 years. I was someone once, yes, but it didn't last long. Because the last time that someone opened their eyes, Lilith was staring back at them, then bam! From that moment on, I was forced to choose between being someone or merely looking at like someone. Which one did you choose? Feels familiar. The only difference is my choices have always been made by others. What? Are we controlling this guy? Are we not the main character? It feels familiar. The only difference is my choices have always been made by others. Oh, here we go again. The fate monologue, right? Everyone else made the choices for you, and what did you do? Just watch, stay silent? Were you just a poor little leaf, tossed around in the stream of creation? Open your eyes already. Look, I'd love to stay here and talk about my choices, really, but I gotta get out of here. There must be a cellar hatch somewhere around here. Where is it? They weren't choices, they were masterfully crafted traps. Oh, that sounds like denial. We gotta be honest. Look, I'd love to stay here and talk about my choices, really, but I gotta get out of here. There must be a cellar hatch somewhere around here. Where is it? So Lilith and her creations didn't really hold your interest, huh? Fair enough, then. If this room's what you seek to pass, then answer my riddles first. No need for class. No, riddles. No riddles. This cellar is not here, golden boy. It's that way. As his left hand shifts, the chains clink and rattle against each other. Mind the doors. They have a reputation for taking you where you don't want to go. What do you mean? Do not answer and dash and head towards the door. What do you mean? Do you still think you'll find that cellar door, golden boy? You still don't get it, do you? This place, it's the bottom of the pit that you've sunk into. Even if you haven't seen it yet, you're falling fast. Let me tell you. When you finally hit the bottom, it's going to hurt like hell. It's been how long since I'm like this? Maybe I had to see the bottom. I meant to break on the stones laying at the bottom of the well, maybe. Maybe I had to see the bottom. Lilith would have liked this, I'm sure of it. She's determined to annihilate anything she thinks stands between you and her. Even you, golden boy. I mean, your body. At the bottom of that pit, she'd take whatever beauty is left in your shattered mind, gather it up from 10,000 broken pieces, and remake it. Definitely her cup of tea. I don't believe you. Turn and walk towards the door. Is this how she created you? And here we come back to the breaking point. It twists its hands into the chains and leans slowly towards you. You think it was Lilith who made me, and you're not entirely wrong. It was she who pulled out my flesh, cut me, plucked out my eye. That's true, but who, do you suppose, gave her the material to work with? Lilith dragged me out from her moment of joy. The rest she filled with your untold words. What you could not create, golden boy, became what created me. And what will kill me, you will be. What do you mean kill? You're already dead. Well, now, that one was new. I didn't know you could break my heart like that. Come closer. Let me show you what's been keeping me alive. I don't know if we should get any closer to that. My instincts say no. You shouldn't talk to a dangling dead body. I don't want to. Yeah, I just can't. Don't move. Come closer, golden boy. I'm not gonna hurt you. We're on the same side after all. Can I trust you? Guess not, but you don't really have a choice, do you? Still, I did show you my chains, and you know who I am. That should earn me at least a little trust, don't you think? Now, come closer. Let's get this over with. Oh, we don't have any choices. Approach. Alright then, here we go. Hold out your palm. A little more. Yes, do not drop it. Oh, I really hate this part. Put out your hands. As you stand directly in front of the corpse, the stench becomes almost unbearable. Inside his empty eye socket, you catch a faint glimmer, something shimmering. Then the body starts to retch and convulse. He grips his chains tightly as something thick rises up his throat. No. At last, a dark reddish fluid oozes from his mouth and he vomits out onto your outstretched hand. A mouthful of thick, warm bile fills your open palm. But within that heavy heat, there's something there. Ugh. Damn, give me a second to catch my breath. It's never easy coughing up the things Lil stuffed inside me. Here you go, golden boy. Pretty sure this belongs to you. I suppose I can't accept that. What's that? A crystal, unformed, still translucent, something you once said when you truly believed you loved Lilith. A memory, your greatest joy, and your greatest lie. That feeling clung to Lilith. She took it, turned it into a ritual, shaped it, and made it into something else. Which memory is this? You watch as the corpse's breath slows. Its single eye sunken into its skull begins to dim, fading softly. A faint, genuine smile forms across its face. It can no longer speak. Look at the crystal. As you wipe your hand clean, the round, translucent crystal is revealed. Veins pulse across its surface with a blue energy, throbbing like a living tissue. Inside the orb, a vision takes shape. You feel Lilith's warm body against yours, the softness of her lips pressing into you, her fingers threading through your hair, her breath hot and immediate against your neck. Your body trembles, you're biting, tearing, devouring each other, consuming until nothing remains between you. And in that moment, you're whole, truly complete. Your bodies dissolve into one another, and you touch the essence at the core of Lilith's being. Then, with your lips pressed to hers, you begin to speak. I will never let you go, my love. I will love you forever, Lilith. The crystal shatters in your hand, a sharp flash, and then thousands of tiny fragments scatter across the room. The corpse before you slips free from its chains, crashing into the pool of fetid, pus-laced water below. With one last effort, he turns his face towards you. I said those things. You couldn't. Now the words are yours, Golden Moy. Break free from the chains, lock them. We'll meet again, very soon. The corpse looks at you, that faint smile still on his face. The silence in the room deepens. Now I'll also carry the things you can no longer say. Close the corpse's eyes. Is that what Lilith buried inside you? Let's close his eyes. Or his eye. The corpse doesn't respond to your touch. It's still in the stillness. It looks almost like it's fallen into peaceful, restful sleep. I better find a way out of here. You look around the room. Oh dear. Ah, no. As you return to searching the room, you feel something settle over you. A sense of expectation. The lifeless bodies strewn across the chamber are watching you. On the wall to your right, you see two distinct doors once again. The first door is sealed with rusted chains, but the chains aren't locked together. They merely hang there as if they tried to hold something back and failed. The other door stands slightly ajar. Beyond it, nothing but darkness, no light, no life. Oh dear, what do we do? Chains aren't locked together, they merely hang there as if they tried to hold something back and failed. Ajar door or chain door? I'm scared of the dark. Should we really? The door stands slightly open, nothing can be seen. Black darkness, huh? Rusty chains, everything about it feels strangely familiar. Each link reminds me of things I couldn't say. I feel like we should go for the chain door. I don't know. I just don't trust it. I don't trust the open door. It's too scary. Let's go to the chain door. Even though that's scary too, but I don't know. I'm afraid of the dark. I need a nightlight. Chains draped over the door aren't tightly bound together. They simply hang there, heavy and loose, as if they once tried with all their strength to seal something shut and failed. From beneath the door, a faint cold breeze flows out, carrying with it a soft flickering glow. I mean, that sounds good. Open the ajar door and step into darkness. Open the chain door. Why doesn't it want me to go into the chain door? Let's go in the chain door. Oh, that's weird. You open the door and step inside. Your foot is met with the smooth surface without any texture. Ahem. No stone here, no dust, not even an echo. Silence, a cold whiteness. The room is bright, far too bright. Light, overwhelms your eyes. There's nothing left that could remain in shadow. Where am I? Why is this room so bright? Where's the light coming from? Where am I? Doesn't matter. Your gaze falls upon the white door standing directly before you. Ordinary with nothing particularly striking about it. It simply waits for you to open it and step through. Something fishy about this place. Tell me, what is this? Why is this light so blinding? Why is it so silent and empty here? What happened to the sound of the water crashing against the stones beyond the wall? Why is it so silent and empty here? Look, none of that matters right now. You need to reach the door as soon as possible and leave this place behind. Do as I say. Maybe in this silence I can rest a little? Lean against a wall. Move towards the door. I'm kind of worried about listening to the narrator, you know? Like, I feel like narrators are often liars. Let's rest a bit. Look, we don't have time to lose. This isn't a place where you can rest. Right now we're waiting in an emptiness that should not exist. Do you know what happens to the character who lingers in emptiness that shouldn't exist? They become a character who shouldn't exist. You must act at once. That's why you're anxious, right? Why is there nothing here? Why is the place empty? That's why you're anxious, right? Why is that? For the first time, you're the one asking the questions. Of the void. Of there being nothing in the void. Because if nothing happens... for the first time, you're the one asking the questions. You don't understand. It doesn't matter to me, but this was never a place designed for you. A point that does not exist within your mind if we don't leave here at once. You're afraid of being lost in Neverall. From the narrator to the narrated, from active to passive. If I don't leave this place, you too will cease to exist. Or should I say, you will cease to exist. You too will cease to exist. You will cease to exist. Oh. And if I don't do that? Let's call him out on being a coward. That would be your end as well. I'm the one keeping you standing in this burned out, ruined house. The one stopping you from writhing like a fetus in your own madness. Alright? Now do as I say and get to the door. I think I won't do that. You think you're very clever, don't you? I'm the master of this story, and if I have to get us out of here... You see the room beginning to shrink. Oh, the walls stretch in unnatural ways. The wall before you seems to be closing in on you. You know you have to open the door. No, I will no longer be a victim of the story. For once I will decide for myself. I will not open that door. Alright, I'll get through the door, but not for you, for myself. I'm kind of curious. Like, this is the least scary place we've been. I don't really want to leave it. I will not open that door. You want to simply stay in the whiteness, to stop, to rest, to remain in silence forever, don't you? This never happened. Perhaps I didn't create this room, but I created this whole illusion for you. And if you no longer wish to take part in it... Farewell, leading man. I hope you enjoyed the story I narrated for you. Close your eyes. I think I ended the game. When I came to against a wall, the pain in my skull was unbearable. Must have been another foul dream again. Sit up and look around. Ugh, water trickles from the ceiling again. Moonlight. Must be the midnight or thereabouts. The house is collapsing. 5 years. Dust and decay. I'm hungry. Is there anything to eat? I passed it. It's so interesting. There's no narrator anymore. I don't have any narration. Oh my goodness. I passed the toppled chairs around the dining table. Plates still rest upon it. White porcelain now layered only with dust fallen from the beams above. What was that sound? Lilith? Go to the kitchen, go to the basement door. I wanna kind of look at the kitchen. The kitchen's empty, cockroaches scattered across the counter. Am I hungry? Not truly. What was the desire meant to feel like? There's nothing here. I killed Lilith. Did that voice come from inside? What? Is this real? Return to the living room? The same floorboard groans beneath me. Is it my guilt that weighs it down? The window shattered. Did I do that? Likely. Doors lie toppled. One leg of the table sags, ready to snap. What was that noise? Lilith, is that you? Go to the basement door. The board cracks beneath my step. Rot everywhere. I drag my feet as I move inward. Was the sound from here? Empty, hollow. What was here? Ah yes, the door. Of course. The door where I killed Lilith. Did the sound come from within? Lilith. Her love was madness, and I knew it would be the death of me. Terror drove me. I fled. I knew she would never lose her hold. Thus I had but one path. I had to be free of her. I could not do it. No, no, no. What was that? Who speaks? Lilith, is it you? Go down. There were paintings watching over these stairs. Beautiful ones, Lilith and I, together. Now nothing remains, nothing at all. Go to the basement door. Boards creak everywhere, splintering, falling apart. The plaster has fallen from the walls, exposing what's beneath. This is it. Yes, yes. Here they took her, after I betrayed her. They seized her arms and dragged her away. First they cut out her tongue so she could conjure out no alchemy again. Lilith, is that you? Open the door. Darkness. The stairs have long since crumbled. She told me herself. This is where they carried her out. They took her here. They cut off her limbs so she could never walk again. I'm coming, my love. Are you calling to me? Where are you? I don't think anything will happen if we go to the living room. You know, I think we're going down, down, down to the pit. Blue light. Where could it be coming from? This is a basement with one room. Damp stones covered in moss. She had drawn a circle here. She had stood at its center. When they took her, they flayed her face so no one would ever recognize her again. My love? Lilith! Blue light shimmers over your wet clothes, right? The salty water of the sea drips down from where you were thrown. Your hands are severed. Coagulated blood pools black at your feet. The flayed pieces of your face hang, oozing pus. Your littlest eyes stare at me. I have to kiss her? I'm sorry. My voice echoes off the stone. Her arms hang limply at her sides. Motionless, there's rage in her eyes. Lilith, my love, she doesn't answer. Not sure she hears me. Then the slit in her bare face, shaped like a mouth, black fluid drips out. It spills to the floor. Lilith, is that you calling to me, my love? Where are you? Go upstairs. All your memories will slowly melt away, like tears in the rain. I mean, ending 2 out of 8. Interesting. I mean, is it kind of good? Because we lived, right? I don't know if we're really in real life, but I mean, we're alive, I think. Maybe? I'm just happy we stood up to the narrator. We didn't let him push us around. Although I am kind of curious. I don't know. Maybe we'll play one more round of it. Maybe next time. You know? Our other games. Interesting. But let's get out of here for now. So that's all for this one. I mean, I feel like the ending that we got was kind of good. I mean, like, we didn't really have any horrible amounts of pain. I do think that perhaps maybe we did die though, because like I think the narrator said that we'll cease to exist, so I'm not sure if this could be really considered winning. And also we didn't really find out like a whole ton out about Lilith. Like, I do get that we probably caused most of what's going on with her, but I do feel like she's also always been crazy. But I don't know. We might have to play another like round to find out more information, but I'll let you decide if you're interested in seeing me play this again and getting a different ending. But yeah, that's all for this one. So let me know what you think of the game down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. This is Casper Kuma, over and out.